Hi everyone, we're going to learn about multiplying radicals today. Please take notes as I read through the slides. Multiplying radicals. When multiplying radicals, you multiply the outside numbers and then multiply the inside numbers. Outside times outside, radical inside times inside. Don't forget to check to make sure your radical is simplified. Let's look at example 1. We have 3 radical 3 times 5 radical 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 3 times 5. And then we're going to multiply what's inside the radical, which is 3 times 7. So 3 times 5 is 15. And then 3 times 7 is 21. And we're going to write that. And then this part, if it's not simplified, then it's fine. So that's the answer. So you multiply the outside whole numbers and inside the radical, and that's it. Let's look at example 2. Example 2, we have 7 radical 8, 2 radical 5. So basically, we're going to multiply 7 and 2, which is 14. And then we're going to multiply radical 8 times 5, which is 40. In this case, 40, we can see if we need to simplify 40. So 40 can be simplified with factor 3. Any two factors that you can multiply to get 40. You can do 8 times 5. You can use any other two. You're going to get the same answer at the end. And then for 8, we're going to do 4 times 2. And then for 4, we're going to do 2 times 2. As you can see, 40 is not simplified all the way. You need to simplify more. So we're not using these numbers because we simplify them already. We're going to use this number right here, 5. We're going to use this, this, and this. We simplify. So just these numbers. So we're going to circle a pair. So the pair, we're going to write 2. And then you have 2 extra numbers, and they're not pairs. So when you have 2 extra, we times them and put it inside the radical. So 2 times 5, 10. Now we already had 14 there. So we're going to multiply these two because 14 was already there. Those two are whole numbers outside a radical. We're going to times these two. So that's going to be 14 times 2, which is 48. And then we're going to do radical 10. So 10 is already simplified. You cannot simplify this anymore because it's just 5 and 2. It's just not enough pairs. So now this is the answer. So you do want to check what's inside the radical. Make sure they're in simplest form. Let's look at example 3. We have 9 radical 4 and radical 6. So when you're missing a number in front of radical, that number is actually 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply 9 times 1. So if there's nothing in front of radical, that number is 1. So 9 times 1 is 9. And then 4 and 6, you're going to multiply radical 4 times radical 6. That's radical 24. So just remember there's a 1 there. Now, we want to check to see if 24 can be simplified again. So let's try. So two numbers that you can multiply to get the 24 will be 12 times 2. And then two numbers you can multiply to get 12 will be 4 times 3. And then 4 can be simplified again by 2 by 2. So you can just break down all the way. So you have to break down all the numbers until you cannot break down anymore. And then this is a pair. So you're going to circle a pair. And then you're going to box the extra numbers. So the pair is outside of the radical sign. These two extra numbers are 3 times 2, 6. And then you're going to times them and put that inside. And then 9 was already there. We just simplified this radical 24. So this number, we're going to multiply 9 by 2, which is 18. And then we're going to write radical 6. And then 6 is 3 times 2. It's already simplified. So this is our answer. So we're doing a quick check to check the test, your radical knowledge. So we're going to use Horizon right now. So you're going to go to eCart, which is on Horizon, and you're going to do the quick check, which is on Horizon. So please do that right now and submit.